Former President Donald Trump is once again grabbing the spotlight, this time with a statement that has reignited debate about his approach to foreign policy and his complex relationship with one of the world's most controversial leaders, Vladimir Putin. Speaking to a crowd of supporters at a recent event, Trump claimed, "Nothing's going to happen until Putin and I get together." The remark, bold and provocative, has sparked renewed attention not just in political circles but across international media. What exactly did he mean? And more importantly, what are the implications of such a statement in the current global climate? To understand Trump's latest comments, we have to rewind to the roots of his presidency. From the moment he took office in 2017, Donald Trump made it clear that he believed diplomacy should be personal. He often stated that global conflicts could be resolved not through bureaucrats or multilateral agreements, but through leader-to-leader negotiations. This philosophy shaped his foreign policy, including his highly publicized summits with Kim Jong-un of North Korea and his controversial approach to NATO. Now, Trump is applying the same logic to one of the most pressing crises of our time, the war in Ukraine. Since Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine in February 2022, the West has rallied around Kyiv. The Biden administration, along with European allies, has poured billions of dollars into military aid, implemented severe sanctions against Russia, and strengthened NATO's eastern flank. It's a strategy rooted in deterrence, economic pressure, and collective defense. But Trump sees it differently. He has repeatedly criticized the Biden approach, calling it slow, bureaucratic, and ineffective. In his view, the war would never have happened if he were in office, and if it had, he claims, it would have ended within 24 hours. That's where his statement about Putin comes into play. Trump seems to believe that his personal rapport with the Russian president holds the key to de-escalating the conflict. Their relationship, forged over several years and marked by moments of mutual praise, has often drawn criticism in Washington. Opponents accuse Trump of being too soft on Russia, citing his reluctance to condemn election interference, his dismissal of U.S. intelligence findings in favor of Putin's denials, and the infamous Helsinki press conference in 2018. But Trump's defenders argue that his unorthodox style allowed for communication channels that traditional diplomacy could never establish. So what would a Trump-Putin meeting look like now, in 2025, with the world still grappling with the aftermath of war, displacement, and a fractured geopolitical order? Trump hasn't offered specific details, but his messaging suggests a return to direct negotiations, possibly involving concessions, leverage through sanctions relief, or broader discussions about NATO and European security. It's a strategy that could be seen as high risk, high reward, but also one that flies in the face of current Western consensus. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Critics warn that engaging with Putin on Trump's terms could legitimize Russia's aggression, weaken the international legal order, and undermine Ukraine's sovereignty. They also point out that Putin's interests likely haven't changed, and that any peace negotiated without Ukraine at the table would be fragile at best. Furthermore, Trump's statement implies that current diplomatic efforts are futile without his involvement, a claim that dismisses the work of career diplomats, heads of state, and international bodies who have been tirelessly navigating one of the most complex conflicts in decades. At the same time, there's no denying the influence Trump continues to wield. As the presumptive Republican frontrunner for the 2024 election, his foreign policy positions carry weight, not just with voters, but with foreign governments closely watching America's political trajectory. For Putin, a Trump return to office could signal a major shift in U.S. posture. For Ukraine, it raises fears about the consistency of American support. And for allies in Europe, it introduces uncertainty at a time when unity is critical. In the end, Trump's statement, "Nothing's going to happen until Putin and I get together," is more than just bravado. It's a window into his worldview, a belief in personal diplomacy, in transactional deal-making, and in the idea that global stability can hinge on individual chemistry. Whether one agrees or disagrees, the implications are enormous. As the world watches and waits, the prospect of a Trump-Putin reunion remains both a tantalizing possibility and a deeply polarizing one.